All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on a hidden financial system. It's a system that's been designed with one very specific goal in mind: to turn your curiosity into their recurring profit. We're going to deconstruct the architecture of the modern subscription trap so you can see exactly how a single free click can end up costing you a fortune. Let's get started.
This quote, it just nails the central paradox we're talking about today. In this world, the word free isn't really an offer. It's a very, very carefully engineered lure. That free trial that just quietly keeps draining your bank account every month, that's not an accident. It's a psychological masterpiece. And honestly, understanding its mechanics is the only real way to protect yourself.
So this is the big question, right? How does this conversion actually happen? How do you go from being an interested customer to, well, an unwilling financial hostage? I can tell you right now, it is never an accident. It's a meticulously designed system, and today we're going to walk through that system piece by piece so you can learn to spot it, dismantle it, and just avoid it altogether. Okay, our investigation starts with the legal bedrock this entire industry is built on. And it's a concept that is technically legal, but let's be honest, it's highly predatory and it cleverly turns your own inaction against you. This is the bait, and it's shockingly simple.
And this is the engine that makes the whole trap run: negative option billing. It's a legal framework where your silence is basically taken as a yes. You don't have to actively agree to be charged, you just have to forget to say no. Every single one of these subscription traps is built on this really powerful idea: your inertia becomes their profit.
And just so we're all clear about what's at stake here, this isn't some niche little problem. The Federal Trade Commission, the FTC, estimates that these deceptive models are costing consumers billions, with a B, of dollars every single year. This is industrial-scale financial extraction, and it's hiding in plain sight all over our social media feed.
So how is this trap actually built? You know, the best analogy, one that consumer advocates use themselves, is the Roach Motel. And the design philosophy is brutally simple. Customers can check in, but they can't check out. Let's take a look at the framework.
This slide just lays out the engineered imbalance perfectly. Getting in is designed to be completely frictionless. One click, a simple form, you're done. The terms and conditions, meanwhile, oh, they're buried. They're intentionally vague, hidden behind tiny hyperlinks in a light gray font. But the exit? That is a deliberately constructed maze of obstacles, broken links, phone numbers that go nowhere, customer service chats that just happen to disconnect.
And this is brilliant. It shows the deception right at the point of entry. You're shown a small, totally insignificant cost, just a few bucks for shipping, right? It's meant to lower your defenses. But what you are actually agreeing to, buried deep in those hidden terms, is a massive recurring monthly subscription.
So, right here. This is the critical point. The exact moment you enter your payment details for what you think is just shipping, you've unknowingly started the clock. The trap has been sprung. You won't feel it for another 2 weeks maybe, but trust me, the countdown has already begun.
Okay, let's shift from the architecture to the psychology. Because this system isn't just technically clever, it's psychologically ruthless. It's engineered from the ground up to bypass your rational brain and exploit your natural, predictable human biases.
This is what we call the psychological choke point. Notice how that 14-day trial starts the very second you click order, not when you actually get the product. Then, they intentionally delay shipping so the product shows up maybe a day or two before the trial is over. You're given no real time to even try it out before you're hit with that first huge charge. They're literally weaponizing the postal service against you. So how are they hacking your brain? Well, they're taking advantage of a few simple truths about how we all think. First, we're all wired to overvalue something we can get right now, that free item, and discount a future cost. Second, we're all a little too optimistic. We tell ourselves, oh yeah, I'll definitely remember to cancel in time. And finally, once that product is actually in our hands, we start to feel like we own it, which makes it psychologically much harder to send it back. They rush you through all this to keep you thinking emotionally, not logically. So, once that first charge goes through, the mission completely changes. It's not about trapping you anymore. Now it's about continuing to pull money out of your account month after month while staying as invisible as possible. This is the concealment phase. And here's how they stay hidden. These companies often use something called merchant name churn, where they constantly change the name that appears on your credit card statement so they can stay ahead of bank blacklists. And if you do manage to get them on the phone, You'll run into these customer service loops, scripted excuses like, "Oh, our cancellation system is down. Can you call back tomorrow?" It's all designed to make you just give up.
And this is where the manipulation flips from being passive to being very, very active. When you finally get a human being on the phone and you say, "I want to cancel," they won't just do it. Their script forces them to deflect, to offer you a 20% or 30% discount to stay. They are not there to help you. They are there to stop you from escaping and to buy their company another 30 days of your money.
This entire ecosystem of tricks, the hidden terms, the impossible cancellation process, the deceptive scripts, it's all built on a design philosophy known as dark patterns. The goal isn't a good user experience, it's user exploitation. Every button, every link, every word is designed to guide you toward their financial goal, not yours. Okay, so we have now completely dissected this trap. We understand the legal foundation, the architecture, the psychological triggers. So now we pivot. Let's talk about building your own strategic defense system, a set of personal guardrails that can make you pretty much immune to these tactics. Your defense protocol is just 3 simple, totally non-negotiable steps. First, never, and I mean never, use your primary credit or debit card for any kind of free trial. Always use a virtual burner card. Second, the moment you sign up, you open your calendar and you set an alert to cancel 2 days before the trial ends. Don't rely on your memory, use a system. And third, know your rights. The FTC's click-to-cancel rule says companies have to make it just as easy to cancel as it was to sign up. For anyone who isn't familiar with these, let's be really clear about this essential tool. A virtual card is a temporary credit card number. It's linked to your main account, but it has its own separate spending limit, which you can set as low as $1 or a hard expiration date. If a company tries to hit you with a surprise $99 charge, the transaction is just declined. It is your single most powerful defense, period. So those 3 steps are your tactics. But to be truly protected, you need to adopt a strategic mindset shift. This is the final principle, and it will serve as your most powerful shield against any trap out there, no matter how clever it is. This is the protective mantra. Before you even think about clicking try for free or start my trial, you have to first actively look for the exit. Go to their website, scan the homepage, the footer, the FAQ. Can you find a clear, obvious cancel subscription button or link? If the path out isn't as visible and easy as the path in, you don't enter. End of story. And this is really the ultimate takeaway. It's that simple. A subscription trap is a friction-based extraction system. It uses the legal cover of negative option billing and the design tricks of dark patterns to get around your financial common sense, and it relies on your own inertia and optimism. So the core protective principle is to test for that friction ahead of time. If the cancellation path isn't as effortless as the sign-up path, it's not a legitimate offer. It's a trap.